Hi, my love bugs. Long time no see. How you doing? Come on in. Sit down. We need to talk. I'm just gonna get right to it. For me. I got to divorce rice water. But stay tuned because I need to explain it to you. I already know going into this video, I'm going to have to turn the likes and unlikes off, because anytime you speak out against something that is really trending or something that people really, really believe in, they take it personally, and sometimes the comments get rude. And I'm already embracing it. You know, I don't care. I don't care. I just felt the need to say this on camera since I have been such an encourager of all things rice water on my channel. So I'm going to give you like a little analogy so you can see where this is going. So a long time ago, not even really that long ago, but we're just, you know, for the dramatic effect, we're going to say a long time. There was a point in time where everyone fell in love with coconut oil. Long hair, short hair, straight hair, curly hair, dyed hair, natural hair, relaxed hair. Everybody loves coconut oil. And then it was kind of like one day we all were in the classroom and somebody got the boldness to raise their hand and say, hey, I don't like it. And then someone else says, well, since you're talking, it made my hair brittle. And then someone else said, it just flat out leaves build up on me, and it don't work for me. And then everybody just started joining them and like, you know what? She's canceled. That is kind of what is going on with me and my hair for rice water. Not my scalp though, just my strands. So what happened is I have been incorporating rice water in my last few wash days. I did a video about it so you can see what my wash day looks like, but I've been incorporating rice water. And the first couple of times that I did it, my hair absolutely loved it. My curls were popping, the shine glowing, strength, Hulk Hogan. It was just good. And then I noticed my last wash day, and it was a wash day I did not do a video for, my hair was so freaking dry after I conditioned my hair that I thought I did something wrong. Now I was just like, let me weigh in on what I've done so I can see what the difference was, so I can pinpoint the problem and not do it again. And then I said, is it because I colored my hair? Is my hair drier? And then I said, well, no, I did an Olaplex treatment and my hair was fine after that, and so it's not the color. Then I said, well, did I switch my shampoo? I didn't. Did my hair just not like this deep conditioner? And then I was like, well, no, it's the one that I've been using for a while. My hair really, really loves it. What did I do differently? And then it finally dawned on me. It was the rice water. Even after I shampooed my hair, the shampoo did not strip the moisture out of my hair. So my hair was not dry after shampooing. It wasn't until I rinsed out the rice water that I noticed my hair was dry. Detangling was super hard. My hair just was not behaving well. And if you've ever experienced protein overload, that is exactly how my hair was behaving. If you're not familiar with how rice water works, yes, rice is a starch, but as you're fermenting it, the proteins within the rice can get into the water. And then there's also, I'm not sure if it's a vitamin. It used to be considered a vitamin B, but it's no longer classified as that, but it's called inositol. It causes your hair to strengthen and the elasticity to increase. Basically, it's like medicine for your hair. And so the strengthening element was causing my hair to be too strong, so much so that it threw off my protein moisture balance, and my hair basically was just in a state of protein overload, and I needed to fix it immediately so I did not experience drastic breakage, because that is the one thing I do not want. If I lose my hair or if I cut my hair, let it be my choice, not because it broke off. Here's the thing, I was using rice water more and more with my wash days, because usually the people that have hair that rejects the rice water as a conditioner are people with low porosity hair. I am going to insert a porosity test that I did to show you it is not me. I am not low porosity. I'm very much so high. Watch this clip.
Soon after.
I dropped the hair into this water at 651. It's currently 655. The hair has continued to sit at the bottom, so that lets me know my hair is pretty high porosity. You know, I actually just had a thought. In different patches of my hair, I have different textures. If you use the texture grid, this will make sense to you. In some patches, there are 3C type curls. In others, there's 4A. And in others, there are 4B. And so I said, you know what? Since both of the strands that I just tested for porosity were from the back of my hair, I'm going to actually use another section. So that is a strand from a totally different section of hair on my head. I'm going to let this sit for 2 to 4 minutes and we shall see what happens. So if you can see, that is the strand I pulled from the top of my hair. It also sank to the bottom. So I am pretty high porosity all around. That actually comes to me through genetics. I know a lot of people think that high porosity automatically means damaged, unhealthy hair. It is not true. Mine came from genetics. Every time I have done this test throughout the years, I always get high and my hair is long and healthy. So I just want you to see I'm high porosity. So the way high porosity hair works is you absorb and lose very quickly. If you get a lot of water in your hair, you absorb it very, very quickly, and your hair hold on to it for a second, but then you'll begin to lose it very quickly. Same thing with protein. If you do a protein treatment, we absorb it very, very quickly, but then we lose the strength very, very quickly. That's why when we moisturize, we are the ones that need like butters and things like that to be the sealant. People with lower porosity hair, they don't necessarily need shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, kawawasu, and all the other crap. They don't need that because their hair will hold on to the moisture once it gets into their strands. Those of us with high porosity, we're the opposite. We can dry out very quickly. And so what was happening was when I was getting the protein, the rice protein from the fermented rice water, my hair was absorbing it very quickly, but it absorbed it too quickly. So even though I rinsed it out quickly, the damage was already done pretty quickly. The particular wash day in which I noticed this, I washed my hair, did the rice water treatment, and then I did a deep conditioning moisturizing treatment afterwards, but the moisture was not enough to repair it. I actually had to go in and really thoroughly clarify my hair to get all of the rice water information out and all the other crap. Why did I just say information like it's a microchip? I had to get all of that stuff out of my hair, and even after I deep conditioned the second time, my hair was not 100% back to normal. I actually had to go through a process of really working with my hair to get that protein overload out of here. So I say all of that to say, what works for one person works for them. It does not mean it necessarily works for you. And even if it works for you, it does not mean it will work forever. So rice water is an amazing thing. I just can't use it as a conditioner anymore. Now, on the flip side of that, my scalp loves it. My scalp thrives. I just am in tune with my hair enough to know when you notice something is different, stop. Because if you keep going because you have this idea of what it should be, you can damage your hair. So I'm not against rice water. I'm very much so going to continue to use it on my scalp. But I feel like the benefits that I got from the rice water, which was the elasticity, the strengthening, the shine. I have some really amazing deep conditioners that are actually quite expensive, by the way. They handled that for me, so it's not a necessity. It pretty much was just a fun experiment, but I'm not willing to continue to use it to see if it'll get better just for the sake of saying I use rice water. So rice water, I love her. She loved me. We just ain't good for each other, so we got to break up. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Yeah, I was very, very excited about rice water. Very, very excited, but it's just not for me. And actually, I'm in the middle of using a rice water experiment that I'm working on right now for a video that'll be up within the next 2 weeks. I'm getting good results right now as far as my scalp goes, but that will actually be my last rice water video. Number one, I don't want my channel to be focused on rice water. Number two, I already have products that work very well for me. They give me the benefits of rice water without me having to go through the fermentation process. So as far as my conditioning goes, I'm a lover of the Main Choice. I actually even have a Curl's Daughter conditioner that I really, really like. When I need protein, I'll go to Afro-G. When I need moisture, I'll use what I already have. And then as far as growth goes, I have my growth oil. And then even outside of that, I take vitamins if I need to. There's different ways to get good results. So I don't have to do the rice water. And that's the thing. Like, hair growth is so versatile. There's so many ways to get the job done that if one thing doesn't work for you, use something else. If a product doesn't work for you, use something else. So that's it. That's my whole story. This high porosity chick cannot use rice water as a conditioner. So I'll see y'all next time. The next video you see from me will be my Sugar Bear hair care vitamins bull crap. That bull crap should let you know how their review is gonna go. Okay, I'll see you next time.